Every time I drive around Arlington, Virginia, I see so many beautiful custom homes. And I know that many people see those homes and think, I would like to build a custom home for myself one day. And so I want to do a series of videos talking about just that, how to build a custom home, the step-by-step process. And I'm going to talk a lot about Arlington, but this could apply in many of the jurisdictions in our area. This is going to be a long series of videos because there is a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about lot acquisition, zoning and setbacks, financing, choosing a builder, timelines, and budgeting. I'm Vanessa Hardy at Long & Foster, and I work with buyers and sellers and investors and builders in the DC and Virginia area. And I hope you enjoy this. So first, why Arlington? I think what I'm going to talk about would apply in Arlington, City of Falls Church, definitely parts of DC, maybe McLean. The main reason I'm focused on Arlington, Arlington has phenomenal public schools. The neighborhoods are extremely walkable. Arlington government is really focused on their citizens living in a way where maybe they don't need to have even one car at their house, having a lifestyle that would allow you to walk, bike, ride, share, carpool, get on the bus, walk to the metro, just a very walkable city. The other thing I love about Arlington, the home values are just a phenomenal place to park your money. If you buy a home in Arlington long term, you're really going to do very well. So for those reasons, Arlington is the kind of neighborhood that if you're looking to build a custom home, it's just a great neighborhood to buy in. So when it comes to buying in Arlington, let's start off with talking about lot acquisition, zoning setback rules, and also the consideration of a tear down versus completely new construction on a vacant lot. So then that first step is lot acquisition. I had a client a long time ago, an older gentleman who was a builder in Fairfax, and he used to tell me that he would drive up and down the street for hours all through Fairfax County looking for vacant lots, looking for potential properties to develop. We are very lucky, at least in Arlington, you don't have to do it that way. You can just go right online. I just want to go to Arlington County's website, look for the property assessment section. You can go to tax maps from that section, and it'll give you an overview. So you could go to a neighborhood, just driving your car to a neighborhood that you like, jot down some addresses, and then go back and plug those addresses into the Arlington County website. And that's going to pull up that tax map. That'll allow you to look at that entire neighborhood. You'll be able to see if there are any vacant lots in that neighborhood, potentially that someone could build on. You'll also be able to see if it's a rectangular lot, a square lot, a triangle. You won't be able to tell if it's a sloping lot. There are a lot of things that your naked eye, when you're driving down the road, you're just not going to see, that you can get information on when you go online. So by that I mean this. You could see two houses on the street and the houses look similar, but that doesn't mean that you could replicate that house on a similar lot. Every lot is going to have zoning restrictions, setback restrictions, gradation restrictions. So there's a lot to think about, but you're going to get a lot of information when you drive through a neighborhood and then go back and look online, pull up that tax map, you can get a better idea of what the zoning information is. You'll get a better idea of whether or not there are any vacant lots in the neighborhood that you might be looking at. So as I said, not all lots are equal. So you may see a house that maybe a detached house you see on a lot on a street. And then maybe right next to it, you might see duplexes. Arlington's strange in that way because some of the houses are so old. I find a lot of people will call me if I have a vacant lot listed and they'll say, hey, can I build a duplex there? Because they see other duplexes in the neighborhood. But that's not how it works, unfortunately. You always need a certain amount of square footage to build anything. So once you start to see that you have a neighborhood that you like, you do want to get online and you want to dig into the zoning rules for that, for those lots that you're interested in. You want to take a look at setback rules, especially if you've got a corner lot. So by setback, I mean every lot is going to have rules for how much coverage you can have on that lot, how far everything has to be set back from the lot lines. So there's a lot to think about. You're going to need a good builder and a good realtor for assistance, but I think starting online, you can do that on your own, public access. There's so much information you can get from that property site with Arlington County. So one very important piece that you're going to be looking at when you get into lot acquisition is whether or not you should buy an older home and tear it down or build absolutely from scratch from a vacant lot. So tear down opportunities in Arlington, there are plenty of them, and there are some really good reasons to look at a tear down. What you're going to find is some builders prefer a tear down opportunity. So that may mean that they may tear down an older home, but leave some pieces of that home in place. So maybe they use the original foundation, or maybe some of the support walls will remain in place. And that can help streamline the permit process and get you in that finished home quicker. It could also mean that they get to use some grandfathered rules because they're not completely building a brand new property. It might be considered a renovation rather than a new build. They might get some grandfathered rules for stormwater management rules, which we will talk about in a different video. But Arlington is very particular about protection of the environment. So sometimes you'll see that builders will say, if we can start with a tear down, it may be easier than building completely from scratch. Again, you're just going to want to choose the right builder who is experienced with rules in Arlington, and then you can weigh those choices. Because if you are building on an original foundation with a tear down, it may mean you're going to wind up with a smaller home than you would have if you went with a completely vacant lot. So when you're out looking at lots, looking for homes, if you see a smaller home, maybe on the market for sale, and it's being advertised as values in the land, that certainly may be an opportunity that you want to take a look at, because that may be one where you would do a tear down, maybe not a complete tear down. Definitely something to look into. I would encourage you to dig into that Arlington website, play around with it. See if you can narrow down on some neighborhoods that you like, and then you can reach out to some resources builders, talk to them about what it is you're thinking about doing, and with a lot of extra work, some research, some extra mileage on your car, I think it's possible to find the right lot in the right neighborhood. That's probably enough information for today, but in future episodes, I'm going to get into construction financing, which I think is So important. Construction financing, more on zoning and setbacks, 203K renovation loans. I think that's going to be something that people might want to look at if they're looking at an older home, but not a complete tear down type of a home. We're going to talk about hidden construction costs and potential delays, things that might trip you up that you want to avoid. So if you're thinking about buying land anywhere in Northern Virginia or Washington, D.C., please consider me as a resource. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, come back. We're going to be talking about a lot of custom home construction.